Well, that's a heck of a way to wake up, fellas. I woke up probably just like you to the news that Microsoft is buying Bethesda for $7.5 billion. I wanted to get 5 quick thoughts down before the day got rolling. I know we'll talk about this on future streams. This is pretty seismic. This is pretty cool. Here are my 5 thoughts, my 5 takeaways. Number one, don't forget that Microsoft has also bought a powerhouse before. Nothing to the pedigree and the size of Bethesda and what that will bring to Microsoft. But they bought Rare back in the day, and they kind of managed that into the ground. So all I can say is, and there's some good people. I know some of the key execs have already left Microsoft, Xbox. There's some really great executives still there. I don't know why they've had such a problem managing companies, developers in the past. All you have to do is look at what's happening with Halo Infinite and go, something's going on. They should have seen that coming, and they should have been able to course correct. And so either hopefully they're going to be hands off with Bethesda, or they've got, just like they're making a lot of great moves when it comes to the business models and game acquisition, they better be making some great moves, in my opinion, with management, because those two things, if they don't work together, as great as this Bethesda deal is, they're fucked. Jim Ryan from Sony came out the other day and said that, you know, with these big budget games they're making at Sony, a thing like Game Pass just can't work. It just, the financial model doesn't make sense. However, absolutely, that was one of the first things I checked today. These games from Bethesda, I'm assuming the back catalog and all the new games going forward, will not only be on Game Pass, they'll be on Game Pass day one. So I don't think Jim Ryan's wrong, but I think when you start talking about the next Skyrim, when you start talking about their, whatever the space one is they're doing, potentially even when you start talking about, Doom, you're probably not, Doom probably doesn't live in the stratosphere of $100+ million budgets, but I'm almost certain the new Skyrim will. I don't think Jim Ryan's lying about it, but I think the way the business model works at Sony, either if he's telling the truth, they're going to have to do some adjusting, because if you can buy Game Pass in day one for $9, $10, $15 a month, whatever it ends up being by the time the new Skyrim comes out, and that's a day one game, that's a big deal. That's a big fucking deal. Hell, if you can walk in this Christmas and get all the fucking Bethesda stuff day one on Game Pass. But brand new Bethesda games, big games, Wolfenstein, Doom, that's a big fucking deal, especially when you start throwing in the Skyrim shit. That's insane. Fucking insane. And that leads me into the next one, which is, look, man, Sony has to course correct at this point. They cannot, I mean, they can, but can you imagine not responding to this with, I mean, again, I know I'm a Game Pass fanboy. I am. I'm not an Xbox PlayStation fanboy. I love the PlayStation people because I have a history with them and they're good people, but I love Game Pass. It's a phenomenal deal. I can't imagine people in Foster City, San Mateo right now sitting here listening to this news going, no, stay the course, everything's fine. It's like, no, it's not. This is a big fucking deal, Sony. You guys have got to get PS Now together. You've got to have more games more frequently. I mean, look at what Sony launched the last, the back end of last year. It was like Dreams and Death Stranding. Ghost, thank God, was a great game for them, but it's like the frequency of first party titles coming out of Sony is so drip feed. Now, when you've got every couple of weeks, you've got something cool from one of these internal studios hitting Game Pass. I'm sorry, Sony fanboys, of which I am one. You're a moron if you sit around and act like this is not a big deal, and Sony is not going to have to figure out a way to deal with this, whether it's with acquisitions, changing PlayStation Now, probably a mix. This is a big deal. Now, here's one. As a guy who embarrassingly has only come to worship at the altar of Makami from Resident Evil fame. I just discovered Vanquish this year. I know. Tango Gameworks, which is his company, which has Ghostwire Tokyo, which is one of the coolest looking games they've shown on next-gen hardware in the last 6 months. That's part of this acquisition. So you're going to get the Evil Within games, but you're also going to get Ghostwire Tokyo. I don't know if the deal is already done, because I think Ghostwire wasn't just shown on Xbox. It may have been shown on PS as well. I don't know if Ghostwire is going to become exclusive, but that game looks fucking amazing. That's going to be a big fucking deal for hardcore gamers, and it may be a big deal for Japan. I don't necessarily know if suddenly, because Makami is involved, suddenly the Japanese view of Xbox goes through the roof. It certainly can't hurt. And for gamers over here in America and Europe, that's a big fucking get. And it's not being as sort of lauded next to the Dooms and the Skyrims, but Tango Gameworks is ain't no fucking joke. So this is going to be interesting. It's going to be very fucking interesting. Finally, In Exile, Bethesda. Fucking great RPGs. Sony, and maybe they're working on one, but come on, Sony, get back in the RPG game. Jesus fucking Christ, man. If you guys don't have Skyrim on your box, if you don't have Starfare, whatever the fuck it's called, the space one on your box, you guys don't have Wasteland on your box, you guys don't have any Western-y RPGs on your boxes, all you pretty much have is Square Enix, unless you're going to buy Square Enix. That'd be a hell of a buy, Sony. You got to fucking buy one or put one in development. Sony, come on now. You got to have yourself some RPGs on your box. Microsoft's going around buying all of them. What you doing there, folks? So look, don't let anybody today tell you this. It doesn't matter. Sony fanboys, I love Sony. Sony gave me my career. I love those people over there. Not all of them. Some are assholes, but most of them are great people. It's a great company. It's a great box. Don't let anybody tell you, though, don't let any of these people come out today on the internet and stuff start trying to tell you this. This is a big fucking deal. This is a big fucking deal. This is one of the biggest, certainly financially, but in terms of the impact this will have to one box versus another box, this is one of the biggest shifts. Now, the only thing is if Microsoft does a Minecraft and says, well, no, we're going to still put our Bethesda games on all the other systems. They might do that. I can't fathom why they would. That would be moronic, but they did it with Minecraft. Maybe they're like, look, we're not even in that console competing business anymore. That could be great. But other than that, don't let people tell you that this isn't going to matter, because if they are going to become exclusive to Xbox and PC and Switch misses out, PlayStation misses out on the Bethesda catalog, past and future, that's a big fucking deal. What an amazing way to wake up. I should go get some food, then I'll see you today for the stream. Bye, everybody.